Hey all. Look, today I just want to change up my format a little bit and address some of the stuff that's just been going on in the world lately. Like how we're all living in an Indiana Jones movie, in the way that Nazis are dangerously close to getting their hands on a sacred relic that belongs in a museum. So, let's all just take a step back and remember, we're not fascist Germany. I mean, in order to make a direct comparison, you'd have to have, say, a narcissistic madman rise to power harnessing the outrage of a broken economy, declare a small subset of his own people the enemy within, round up legal citizens for detention camps, survive an assassination attempt, develop a god complex, stop listening to and then fire all of his own generals, and then threaten to invade friendly countries. It's just fascist lightning in a bottle, and it could never happen twice. So as we careen down the tracks into the abyss together, there are some things I want everyone to remember. You are not alone. There are people out there who feel the exact same way you do. And I promise you, no matter how bad things seem to get, there are always those who are willing to lead the fight. And while the mega donors in the media try to get us to draw the line in the sand at political parties, they all seem to forget that the word great is in the eye of the beholder. And believe it or not, no matter who you voted for, most people's definition does not include a false king or a Fourth Reich. There are those who want us to return to our founders' roots. And then there are those who want us to return to some other stuff. And I think it's important that we recognize the difference between the two. And if you want numbers, look at Mark Robinson. For those of you who don't know, he was the self-proclaimed Nazi and wannabe slave owner that Trump handpicked to run for governor in North Carolina. And he lost by over 14 points. And to give you some context, North Carolina is the most heavily gerrymandered state in the country. For a Republican to lose there by 14 points is about equivalent to Space Marines losing to teddy bears. It's just not something you expect to see. And while we all continue to live in an echo chamber of lies and propaganda, we often forget that we have more in common with each other than we do from those who which we get our news. We all live under the assumption that our democracy, our liberties and freedoms, are a steadfast pillar built by the founding fathers to withstand the tests of time, when in actuality, it's more of a garden, fertile and full of potential, but also needs our loving care. We take those things for granted because the ones who came before us fought so hard and sacrificed so much for us to live in that illusion, and now it's our turn. Because when you draw the line on what really matters, you will never truly be outnumbered.